Hi everybody. Today I'm filming from my son's house, so my setup is a little bit different. I'm house sitting for a week while he and his wife go on vacation. They have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 2 fish that need to be taken care of while they're gone. And me, I can't go that long without doing any kind of crafting. So I figured I'd bring some of my easier stuff. And what I brought was my glue book. The one I started a little while ago. And then we've got my blue page. Yeah. So I figured I would see if I couldn't get some of this done. I brought some other things that were easy to carry around. You know, I'm not real good at knowing about, though this was my smaller glue book that I haven't finished yet. Started it, but I haven't finished it yet either. It's a different style. And anyways, I figured this would be a good thing to work on. And I don't quite know what I'm going to start with. So I did a blue, sort of blue page on this side. And I'd like to do like a lighter green of some sort on this side. Like, look at that image. I love that image. I don't know if the colors are very good because the lighting in here isn't that great. But one of the things I love about a glue book is that it is really, really simple to do. And it is one of those, what do you call it, crafts that you can kind of take on the road with you. I keep all of my stuff in those envelopes that I showed you, you know, in one of my storage envelopes that I got the idea from a video that Shannon Green did. Let me show you the envelope. Well, it's not really an envelope. It's like a pocket. But it's just a huge pocket. If I can get it. Here it is. Anyways, this thing. Alright. It's a huge zipper pocket. And here's the tab. And it holds my book, my glues, a lot of the images that I have cut out. So all I have to do is just pick this up and throw it in my, you know, my tote bag, and I'm good to go. So, oh, I didn't like that glue stick. That glue stick just doesn't work. Alrighty. Let's go with the tried and true Elmer's Extreme. Okay, that other one didn't even leave any glue on the page. And this one I'm going to put up here. Now I want to see if you guys can see this really quick. Okay, you see, whoops, that way. See the one, the big white one? That one is my son's dog. He's half wolf, half German Shepherd. His name is Timber. And he's huge. Oh my gosh, is he huge. The dark brown one next to him, that's my Australian Shepherd. His name is Milo. And when I moved into my apartment, I couldn't keep him because he didn't have enough room. So my son took him. But he's still my dog. He's about 9 or 10 years old now. And Timber's about a year old. You look, they're both just sitting on the couch and you can see the difference in size. I mean, but isn't he beautiful? Aren't they both beautiful? Okay. So, I just had to kind of brag a little bit. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this back to where we were. There we go. Okay. Now, working in a glue book, a lot of people just throw images in there. Me, I can't quite do it. It's got to have a pleasing eye effect for me. See, like that would be perfect for a page of purples. Now see, that's a great green page, but I don't want all of that there. So what I'll do is, what part do I want? I want part of the trees, so I'm going to just rip it. Okay? And I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to glue it. Now, what I used to do was I'd see an article in a magazine or a picture or like a project I might want to do in my backyard or something like that. And I would keep the article, and then when I was done with the magazine, you know, I would just throw out the magazine. But then I didn't know what to do with all of the articles. So I ended up putting them in page protectors. Go lay down, sweetheart. Oh, here's another beautiful one. Look at that. I ended up putting them in page protectors, and they'd go in a 3-ring binder. And then they'd sit on the shelf. But even then, you know, I didn't get to look at them like I wanted and stuff like that. And I ended up having like 4 or 5 different categories, you know, one for paint processes, one for, let me do this one right here, one for yard work, one for, you know, indoor decorating, outdoor decorating, that type of thing. Ooh, I really like that. And I'm not going to put that one on there. And they would just end up being, which do I like better? I like that one better. They would end up being just stuck on a shelf somewhere. And I got to the point where I was tired of just, you know, toting them around and not really doing anything with them. And then I was watching, oh gosh, please forgive me because I don't remember right offhand whose video it was. I'm thinking it was Caged Fish when she was working on her glue book that gave me the idea that, you know, that I could do something like that. And I could design it the way I wanted to. See, like, here's some pinks. Oops, and some reds. And purples. But, yeah, so I didn't really want to, I don't know. See, I love the outdoor flowers. I love cats. So sometimes it was hard for me to be able to make up my mind which side of the page I wanted. Okay, now we can do this. Even though this is kind of a bluey gray, it'll kind of tie the 2 colors together. Well, hello. Look who I've got on my lap now. You see him? Hi, Timber. You don't know who I'm talking about, do you? Or who I'm talking to? No. You trying to figure out what I'm doing? Huh? Are you trying to figure out what I'm doing? Don't push my stuff away. No, 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 no. You can't do that. I'll make you go outside. I know you don't want to stay outside. So. So today, obviously, I have a very attention-hogging doggy here. Oh, mwah. Okay, stop. So I'm going to, why is that silly thing blinking like that? I gotta figure that out. It does that every so often, and I have no idea why. Okay. Alright, you stop. Stop chewing on me. See, now that's pretty. Okay, now stop blinking. Why are you blinking? Oh, good grief. Now, see, now here's a strip of just grass. So I could probably put that right here. Yeah. Oh, now you two are going to start arguing? Okay. So I'm going to do that. But, yeah, so I didn't want to do nothing. I've got a video uploading right now. I didn't know whether or not I was going to be able to film any, you know, videos while I was here. So, oh, man. Oh, excuse me. You better sit down. Sit. You're going to make me mad. I'll throw my coffee at you. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't waste the coffee. But you're being a bad boy. Yes, you are. So you better go lay down. Thank you. That's a good boy. Okay. Anyways, so last week, if you didn't see me online very often, it was because I was trying to work on... Stop! I was trying to work on videos, right? I was making a bunch of videos and just storing them for, you know, to use just in case I couldn't, you know, I couldn't record anything. And then that way, I would at least be able to upload videos, you know, that, so I would say regular. Oh, I know that sounded really funny, but I would say, you know, at least be able to post something, you know, every other day or so. I'm going to take another piece of this. I'm going to put it right here. Anyway, but yeah. So I'm going to see how this works if I don't get, you know, screwed up by the camera blinking in and out and the dog taking over the table. Because Timber, shoot, when he was just, gosh, he was 6 months old. And he was, oh, huge. I mean, his paws were bigger than my feet. And I have, I wear a size 9. So, well, that just makes you mad you don't know who I'm talking to, doesn't it? See, now that's some pretty greens. You see that in there? That would be pretty. I don't want the whole thing. I just want some of it. Probably 2 different pieces. So let's see what we see, and we'll have a good chat. And I'm going to put that one right in there. And then this one. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I just want to be able to, you know, stay in touch with you guys and share a little bit of what I'm doing. Oh, that's a nice green. And maybe just get some crafting done. Because I will tell you one thing. When I don't craft, you know, for a while, it tends to, oh, I like that too, so let's rip that up. See, look at that. Even though it's just, you know, silly things. But I was at a thrift store called Teen Challenge. And I found, oh no, I don't want to drop that one. I found they had like 2 or 3 National Geographics, right? And I asked the guy, one of the guys that worked there, I said, do you guys have any more of these in the back? Because they were only charging $0.25 a piece. And I'll just put that in the middle. And so he went back and he looked, and he brought out this great big box of National Geographic. He said somebody had just dropped them off. And that, yeah, I could still have them at $0.25 a piece. So I ended up, my dad wouldn't let me take all of them. He says, that's just silly. So, I ended up, I think I grabbed about 10, maybe 10 or 12. And, brought those home. I haven't had a chance really to go through them. But I did want to go through what I still had. You know, because I had my envelope that was full. Oh, look how pretty that picture is. I'm not even going to rip that one up. I'm going to just put that on a whole page. See, I don't know. I love stuff like this. You can see there's another kitty cat. That one reminds me of my Bella. Most of the time, when you have an all-white cat, this one will fit right here perfectly. They'll have 2 different color eyes. Okay, that's on the norm. That's you know, that's not the exception. That's just normal. And my daughter's cat had kittens, and she had an all-white kitten. She had an orange tabby, and the other one was like a calico. Well, I wanted the all-white one because I used to have a solid white Siamese when I lived in California, named Vanity. And the story behind her name was kind of funny because she was a stray, and we really didn't know. She was solid white. Those are kind of hard to find as far as the Siamese goes. And we didn't really know what we were going to name her. And we were living on post quarters in post quarters at the time. This was on Fort Irwin in Southern California, just outside Barstow. And we were getting ready to go to it was either the commissary, you know, the grocery store, or the PX, the military's version of, you know, Walmart. And I was doing my makeup on the couch. Well, I'd left my makeup mirror on the couch as we were getting ready to walk out the door. And we turned to look to see where the cat was to make sure she wasn't coming out. And she was sitting on the couch staring at her reflection in the mirror. So I said, okay, well, we've got her name now. And my husband was like, well, what are we going to call her? I said, we're going to call her Vanity. And that became her name. And she was my baby all throughout my pregnancy with my son. And when I left to have my son, I ended up being gone for 5 days in the hospital because they also tied my tubes and everything. And when I came back with another baby, she couldn't handle that. So she would have nothing to do with me. See, there's my green page right there. Looks like there's a lot of orange in there, but there's some green. And it looks really good that way. So let's turn the page and we'll start another color. How about, Ooh, let's do red. I like red. Anyway, but yeah, when I came home with another baby, she didn't want anything to do with me. Because you know you don't own cats. Cats own you. Well, I really, really missed her. But that was, you know, several years ago. My son is 26 years old now. He'll be 27 in November. You know, so, I mean, obviously she would not be around anymore. But when my daughter's cat had kittens, there was a solid white one. And I told her I wanted that one. And like I was saying, when you get a solid white cat, most of the time they have one blue eye and one green eye. Well, this one didn't. Sorry, rewind. She had the most beautiful crystal blue, almost ice blue eyes that I have ever seen. And they were just gorgeous. And so when I got her, the only thing I could really name her was Bella. Because, you know, Bella in Italiano means, or Italian means beautiful. So that was my baby. And I really, really miss her. She took off one day and just decided not to come back. I had her since she was a kitten. And she was definitely a mama's cat. Oh, I don't want that on there. She was definitely a mama's cat. And, oh, this cat. I may have told you this story before. Oh, see, now that's pretty. Some red and white stripes. Anyway. But, yeah. She would, every time I got out of bed and she wanted to take a nap, she had to sleep on my pillow. Oh, I've got pictures, everything. I mean, this cat was seriously demented. But in a good way. I mean, you know, she wasn't nuts, but well, yes, she was. She was freaking crazy. She would get so mad at me when I wouldn't wake up for her when she wanted me to. See, now that's really pretty. And so she would systematically go around my bedroom. She'd hop to one surface, and she'd kind of do a little meow. And if I wouldn't wake up, she'd reach her paw over and she'd bloop, knock something off onto the floor. Okay, well, at this point, you know, yeah, I knew she was trying to get me up, and I'm just laying there watching to see how far she'll go. I wouldn't get up, so she would jump to the next surface. Meow. And I wouldn't get up, wouldn't wake up. Because she'd usually want to get out of my room by then, because I kept her in my room almost all the time. I had a house full of people, and I just, you know, for her nerves, because cats usually are a one-person, a one-human entity. Anyway, so, but when she was ready to get out of the room, she was ready to get out of the room. So she would systematically go around my room. She'd hop up on shelves. She'd hop up on my computer desk. She'd hop up on everything. Just meow, trying to get me to, you know, to get up and let her out. Well, I worked nights at the time. I was a dispatcher for a taxi cab company I was co-owning. And, so I would come home about 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was usually around 7:30 or 8 when she would want to leave the bedroom. And, so, I'd always go to bed with something to drink, because I get dry mouth really bad. And she jumped up onto my end table that was right next to my, right next to my head, and she knocked my soda over onto my head. That got me up. All you could hear is me cussing from the other room, and everybody in the living room would be laughing because my bedroom was off the living room. Everybody else's was in the back of the house. Now, see, that's pretty. Look at that red. So I'd be cussing and yelling, and they'd be laughing, and I'd be like, this just ain't funny, you know. But that's what she would do. But while we were sleeping, she would sleep right on my hip, you know. And she would give me kisses. She would come up and want to bump noses. You know, that was her kisses. And she was, oh, she was the love of my life. And when she didn't come back one day, I was so afraid a coyote or something had gotten her. And I'd never seen her again. And I've tried one cat since then, and the cat didn't like me, or we just didn't get along. Because you really, it's up to the cat whether or not you keep your, you know, they stay with you. Because they are very territorial, and it's serious. When I say you don't own a cat, the cat owns you, that's true. It's just the way their personalities are. Now I like that couch. Look at that couch. Yeah, I fussy cut that one out. That one's going to go right there. Okay. But, yeah, so I've been missing her. Like I said, I've tried one cat since then, and that was my Cricket. And I called her Cricket because when I first got her, oh, she was so funny. When I first got her, when she'd start to play, she'd hop, and she'd hop sideways. And then one time she just went boop and fell right off the bed. And so she made me think about a cricket. I always wait a few days before I name my animals because I try to, you know, gauge their personality. And most of the names I give my animals are dead on. Like, I had a Cocker Spaniel named Taz. I didn't name him for a few days because we didn't know what type of personality he would be. And after we had him for a few days, oh yeah, Taz was the name we gave him. Oh, see, now that's pretty. I could have put that on that side. Look at that. I might make a 2-page spread. Unless I do it like that. No, because there's candles there. So I'm going to make a 2-page red spread. I like red. It's one of my favorite colors. So I named her Cricket. But she wasn't, you know, I would go out of town and I would bring her down to my dad's. And she actually took after my dad. And I know my dad loved her. But he didn't want the responsibility of taking care of an animal. So I had to find someplace else for her. And that was when I'd gotten to Kentucky. Because I'd moved to Kentucky for a whole 6 months. All because I couldn't find a dentist here who could fix my teeth. And I had no dental insurance. And in Kentucky, their insurance covered dental. So, you know, I went down there to have the rest of my mouth fixed. Okay, this is red and green, so. Anyway. But then things got bad between my daughter and me when I was down there. And so I just went ahead and I came back. There we go. Now that one's pretty much empty. So let me grab another one. And I'm much happier now that I'm back in Missouri. And I never, ever, ever thought you'd ever hear me say that. Trust me. Because when shoot, first 10 years I was here, I hated it. But then I realized it wasn't Missouri that I hated. It was the circumstances that I was in. And that became, you know, a very sore point for me. And when those circumstances changed, I was able to, I was able to see things from a different perspective. Okay, now these are those like paint chip cards you get from Walmart or Lowe's or something. And this is one from Olympic Paints. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear them apart and just stick them wherever they go. They're different shades. But yeah. So it's not so much that you hate where you live in. You have to look at it as whether or not it's the circumstances you're living in. And like I said, when my circumstances changed, I felt much better. And then my dad ended up moving down here, and, you know, the rest is history, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. Okay. That's almost too much like that one. So let me try it down here. There we go. Got a little piece right here, but it's too close to that one. It's too close to that one, so let me put it right. Let me put it right here. And anyway, the relationship between my daughter and I still has not been fixed. I haven't spoken to her since Christmas. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to go into the who's, it's, and the whys, because really it's nobody's business. But well, I may not have enough to do a 2-page spread. Now that dress is pretty. See that dress? I think I like the dress over the woman, so. I'm just going to tear her head off and tear her feet off. Because I like the dress. See? I just like the pattern on it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I can see doing a 2-page spread. If I have enough red, which I'm pretty sure I do, I probably could have broken that up into a couple different pieces. But, let me see. There we go. If I can put that, no, maybe right here, right here. Okay. But, oops, they say that, you know, certain colors can invoke certain emotions. And for me, red is a calming calming color for me. Some people say it's blue. Some people say theirs is white. Technically, white isn't a color. At least not in my opinion, because there's no pigment there. So I want to look, and I love those shoes. I'd never be able to wear them, but I love those shoes. Here we go. Where do I want to put them? I still have to finish this page, so could put them up here. Let's just put them up here. There we go. And if it goes off the page, that's okay, because I'll just trim it later after everything's all dried. But yeah. Let's see. Got some more of this red, which is really pretty. Tear it. See where I can put some of it. Not probably like that. That'll work. Whoops. There we go. And then when I find words, you know, like that one's frosty. This one says perfect. You know, I'll go back over and I'll look at the page and see what kind of emotion I'm getting from it and try and find a word for it. And if I can't, you know, then I'll just try another day. That looks more black than anything. Those look more brown. Okay, let's keep looking. There's my yellows. Oh, there's a green. That one would have been really good on the green page. This is a beautiful picture, and it's red, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here. But yeah, life is always what you make of it. You've got to find humor in all situations. At least you got to try. Sometimes you just can't, you know. My dad said it best when he said, sometimes I don't have the energy for the grease paint. Meaning he's tired of making himself smile or forcing an emotion. Oh, see, now that can go with reds either way. It's got yellow in there too. Let's see if I can put that right there. I'll take some more of that yellow off though. But do I want to put that there or do I want to put that down here? Let's put it down here. There we go. Yeah, colors inspire me. And I think that's what I like the most about arts and crafts. You know, you find yourself tending to lean towards more one color than another, or even a combination of colors. I found myself, I got really fascinated with my metallic paints. So everything was blue, purple, and pink. Blue, purple, and pink. You know? And I decided I needed to look at other colors as well. And I think I've got more metallic paints now than I do the matte colors. So that one's right there. I don't want to put that there. So let's put this one right here. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, here's some beautiful reds. Yeah. But my son and his daughter, or his wife, are going to the Smoky Mountains for a week. There we go. Put that right there. Oh, here's the blankets for those pillows. Wonder, you know what? That'd probably be a good idea. Let me see. I can use it to finish up this page and spread the pattern out. There we go. Well, now we want to do this. There we go. And I don't know if they're camping out there or if they've got a cabin rented or anything. All I get is the, Mom, we're going on vacation. Need you to watch the house. So I figure, well, that's about what I'm good for. But it'll be this, you know, it'll be another Mother's Day down the tubes because none of my kids will be here. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that sparkle. But yeah, none of my kids will be here, so. And I never really celebrated Mother's Day with my mom. I always did it with my dad because he's the one that raised me. And there's supposed to be a big dinner at church tomorrow. So I may go back to Dad's tonight just to go over there. But I don't know if I should because we can't leave the dogs alone. Because Timber will tear. He's already tried to eat my son's couch. Oh yeah. They've got it covered in blankets and stuff right now because he tries to eat the couch. I better do this way. There we go. Okay, so that page is pretty well covered. This one is almost covered. Oops. Well, that's not funny. Okay, let's try it this way. Fill that in anyway, right? And then we'll put this one right below it. Ah. Oh, that's a pretty picture. Oh, it's too orange, though. See if I can find anything else that's got... Oh, here we go. Even though it's a puppy dog on one side, Got some beautiful red flowers on the other. So I am going to, sorry puppy dog, but I need the red, so that's what's happening. Let's go down here. Okay, now I just need some little pieces to fill it in. Like I said, this isn't nearly close to what I have for, you see, that would look good with a little bit of brown right across there. Well, maybe not. Oh well. You know, just trying to get some crafting done, and I hate sitting around doing nothing. I really do. So I need to do one piece across the top. I wonder if rocks will work. Nah. That's pink. Rock stars. Oh, that's pretty. Jewelry. I can do that. I can put pieces of jewelry up here. There we go. There's one. And there's two. Oops. There we go. Okay. So my red spread is done. Let's see. Start you on that one. See if we can see it. There we go. So just sitting here in these few minutes, we've gotten the green spread done. And then a whole red spread, 2 pages. So let's see what other colors can we use. Now I see this, but this has got more teal. Alrighty, let me see. Okay, so let's try, this is like pinks and greens. Actually, where's that one big page that I love? This one will work. And just because it's a whole page that I love. Just a page of flowers. See, isn't that gorgeous? And it's probably going to take a lot of glue, but we'll put the whole page down. Yep. Alrighty. And whatever's left over, we'll just trim off. There we go. You see, it doesn't have to be all complicated. It doesn't have to be all anything. That's just one beautiful page. I can get all of it in there. See, I've got my camera mounted to the top of my computer, so I only get one angle. And that just kind of bums me out sometimes. Like right here, I've got other big pieces, so I can just make this a whole garden page, which is what I'll do. A whole garden layout. And there's no limit to what kinds of things you can put in a glue book. Okay, say you just want a book with just animals in it. Then dadgummit, just put animals in it. You know, like I said, me, I love color. So I love putting in, I don't want that house though. There, I love just putting in different colors. I love flowers. We're in an apartment now, so I don't have any outdoor flowers. But in my last house that I lived in, oops, oh, don't rip. Dang it. Anyways, I had roses, I had hydrangeas, I had my hostas, I had lilac, honeysuckle, I had a couple of crepe myrtles. I had ivy crawling up the front of my house. It was just, you know, beautiful. Here we go. This would be nice. Yeah. I don't know where I'll put it, but I'll tear some of this off. And then I can put it right here. But I did. I had calla lilies, roses, you name it. But I think I got that tendency from my grandparents. My grandma passed away a few years ago, and my grandpa is in hospice right now. So we don't know how much longer he's got. But he's in his 90s. So, I mean, he's lived a really good life. I know I'll see him again. So I'm not super worried about that. I'll try here's some more flowers. See, like right there, I can even just use flowers to cover up where the grass was. See that? It's kind of plain. So I can just put some flowers right there. But I want to fill up this page, so there we go. Oh, there's some beautiful flowers. Probably keep it from my purple page. But these are reblooming lilacs. They're purple lilacs. And usually lilac you think is a purple color, but actually when you see it on the vine or on the bush, whichever strain you have, it's almost a blue purple. But not, let's tear this and we could put that right there. This we can put right here. So, but yeah. Cover some of that up just to cover up some of the white. And I can take this. Actually, I'm going to use the scissors on this one. Trim that white off. There we go. Well, let's try it this way. There we go. Oh, don't start blinking again. Don't do it. No, 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 no. Now I've just got to find, it's blinking. Stop blinking. Why are you doing that? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now it's going to blink on me even more. Does anybody know why an external webcam would blink like that? Is it because of the focus? I mean, should I leave something right there so it always has something to focus on? Because I have absolutely no idea. I said, I'm just doing what I can do with what I can do it with. You know, I don't know. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. These are all upside down. That's why I cannot find them. Oh, now this is pretty. See if I can get this bunch out. It should be with the peaches, but let me see. Yeah, I think I'll use them. There we go. See? Just pulled out the flowers, that's all. And I won't be able to use all of them. I'll be able to use a good chunk of them. So I will turn that off and leave this to fill in another spot if I need to. Which I think I know where I'm going to put those. Oh, now I wish it would stop doing that. Okay, there. This little piece I will put right here across this grass, just to give it some more color. Now make sure I'll peel that off my finger so I don't rip it. There we go. Alrighty, I'll put the lid back on this, and I will see what I can do. Okay. So now I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to trim what's left over from the big page. There we go. There's that. Alright, let me turn it this way. Oops, let me see if I can tear that. Oh, that'll work. Oops. There. Ah, that's why it worked so well. It didn't stick down all the way. See, I'm kind of in a hurry, and I don't know why. I've got a whole week. Oops. But there. And there we go. There's my flower spread. I need to put another flower right there. Cover those words up. Here we go. Oh, there's more words on that one, so it's not going to matter. Let's see if I can find. Oh, here's some hydrangeas. I can do that. Let's see if you can see those very well. It's not going to focus. There it goes. Those are hydrangeas. Oh, dang it. Yes, I wish I was back at my craft table. There. I covered those words. And since it's the same thing and that one's dead, I can use this one until I can go get the other one. Okay, so we've got, wow, that went pretty fast. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages done already. And I've got some trim right here that I could trim off. Don't do it. I better go pick up that cat because Timber loves to just eat everything. Like I said, he's eaten half their couch, half their coffee table. Oh, they have to cover up pillows and everything just to keep him from eating those. Oh. No, I'm not going to get this. Oh. Oh, good grief. Okay. Coming back around. You're okay. You guys are okay. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on pause for a minute so I can let the dogs out. I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. But when the big dog says it's time to go outside, you better do it or he'll hike a leg and as big as he is, he'll dampen the whole daggum couch. So, alright. Well, let's see what we're going to do now. Why are you blinking? You stupid computer. Alright, let's see. We're just going to cut this one across. And we're going to go into like golds and yellows. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a beautiful picture. And I'm going to glue that down just as is. Ouch. Because I like it. Ugh. Turn up the glue a little bit. And what's also neat about a glue book is even after you get this first layer down, right? You can always add more layers or go back in later on with a stencil and some texture paste and, you know, things like that and just jazz it up. Which I think will be a great idea. I've got a great stencil I'd like to use on it. So let's put this up at the top. So I really like that. Up at the top. Yep. Okay, and then I've got another one that kind of goes with the spread. Let me see, where should I cut that? I know, and a lot of people are like, just tear it, just tear it. Well, yeah, I could. You know? See, just like that. But I love that right there underneath it. And again, I'm going to add my glue. Now, a glue stick, I think, is the best thing you could possibly use in a glue book. Because they're cheap, inexpensive, and let me see, tear that part off, tear this part down, and we'll put it right there. And they don't leave the lumps that you would with regular liquid glue. Now, when I use liquid glue, I usually try to smooth it down. I know that didn't stick down there because I didn't put the glue down that far, did I? Anyways, I usually try to smooth it out before I glue something together, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way. So, and that'll work. Okay. But with the glue stick, you can just kind of slap it on and go. Now, this spread in the magazine that I cut out was like 4 or 5 pages, and they called it the Firefly Effect. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to go ahead and do both pages with that in mind. And I'm going to go ahead and just use the same words they used because it fits. Let's see, this one, I'm going to go ahead and just tear that. Alrighty, so I'll put the words off to the side. This one, yeah, I'll glue it at the bottom. Now, what's kind of a bummer is I like this saying that's on the back of this, minus the part that says car insurance. It says, these are the times that can try men's souls. And I like that. Off the page. And down. Okay, now this, I think I cut too much off for that one, but that's okay. This one, I'm going to there. Peel it off my finger before I rip it this time. Set that one right in the middle. And I know there's another page or two on here. Let's see. Well, let's see. That'll fit right there. I just shouldn't have torn it, and it would have fit perfect. But you never know. So we're going to put this right here, and we're going to bring it around because we know it's the piece that went with it. I think. Yeah. Way up here. So we'll do that. Alrighty. Now I think I'm going to put the Firefly Effect right here in the middle. But I want to find some more that goes with this, and I haven't found it yet. Oh, here's some more greens. Those eggs are pretty. Oh, some more greens. Well, here's some lights. They're from a Christmas tree, but it still looks kind of cool. Like, it'll match. So do it up here. Yeah, I'll do it up at the top. And the pieces can be, you know, the pieces that you use can be big as you want, as small as you want. You don't have to color coordinate them. You can actually, you know, put any colors down you want. I don't even care if it looks like a Looney Tune threw up on it. You know, it's your glue book. It's your idea. It's your thoughts. It's your feelings. It's your art. So, yeah. I gotta find... Oh, there's a red that would have looked good on that page. Okay. But right now, we're looking for... Ooh, chocolate. Yes, that's going to have a page dedicated to it all by itself. Because chocolate is as chocolate does, right? Alrighty, let's try maybe some of these. I don't know if I'll find any more. I'm sure it's here somewhere, probably in this pile over here that I've already gone through. But I haven't found it yet, so... what is this? Oh, that's that big page I want to use. Okay, so then we'll fill in the rest of these with some matching colors. How does that sound? All right, now this one obviously went too wide. Let me see if I can tear this off. No, it's not going to let me do it easily. Go lay down. Timber, go lay down. None of this up here is for you. No. Go, 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 go. Okay, so we can do this one. Which I don't really like. Where's that? Here it is, the rocks. I like the rocks. We can do the rocks right here. Or straight across. Let's go up and down here. Yeah. Well, if you're going to get up on the couch. Don't sit there and sniff my hair. Alrighty. There we go. I'm sorry if you're not able to see this as well as I would like you to be able to. But, like I said, I'm not at my house, so I'm not at my usual setup, and I haven't quite figured out how to go about this. And if the video doesn't turn out, then I'll probably just delete it like I would any other. Although it really sucks to have to delete. Let's see, now that'll work. No, baby, I'm not playing ball with you right now, okay? We'll play ball later. There we go. Up there, and then we'll just tear a little bit off the side. It still has the effect of a, you know, because it's got the gold and the lights, even though it's a Christmas tree. And that'll cover up that whole white spot right there. So that's a good thing. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, not that. Let's put glue all the way across this piece. Okay. Now, don't tear. Thank you. And we will put it right here. That's good. Let me cut the white off of this. And then I'll lay this one down. And cut a little bit off this end. Okay. And we'll put that right there, right in the middle. Okay, so this is our next spread. Now you see how fast I'm able to go through and do this? This is just something really easy. You can take it on the road with you, you know. Let's see. There we go. And then this one. I'm trying to keep the glare off so you guys can see it all the way up. Alright. And I'm getting some anxious dogs, so I'm probably going to have to take them outside and play for a little while. They're big dogs. They need their exercise, let me tell you. But yeah, I like my glue book because it's things that I look at. Things and colors that I want to see, not what some advertisement agency decides that I should see in a magazine. So, and yes, there are still pieces that are still wet. Like right there, I still can't get that one out. Okay. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and let you go here. It's been an hour. I know it's probably boring just sitting there watching me glue magazine pages together. But I just wanted to spend a little bit of time with you guys today. So if you like my video, please click the thumbs up. Okay? Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of my glue book. And if you have any other ideas other than, you know, stencils and texture paste or, you know, whatever. If you haven't subscribed, please do so already. There's a little red subscribe button right down there. And next to it is, well, it would be on this side, is a little bell. If you want notification of when I upload new videos, click on that bell. And then go into your settings and under notifications, you can tell it, you know, where you want to be notified at. If you want it to come up on your email and your Google and, you know, whatever, or just on Facebook or your YouTube channel, then, you know, you can let it know and it will notify you there. Remember, always keep the humor.